Today I'm going to be teaching you how to fold this plane right here. I don't have a name for it, but it is it's just my favorite. It's my favorite flyer, and that's why I wanted to show this plane off, because it is just it flies amazingly. So it looks amazing, and yeah. So all you're gonna need in order to fold this plane is oil. And I also made a blue version of this plane, as you guys can see. It's just beautiful. So before we get started, I want to show you guys this part of the plane is gonna control how it flies. It's not like you can't control it in the back edges here and here and here, but if you find that is like turning that way, or turning that way, you can move this part of the plane. And as you see, if you move it, the back of the plane stays in the same spot. So that's how you control this plane. All you will need is an A4 sheet paper, but you can also use 8.5 by 11. But like if you're gonna use 8.5, I'd suggest you use a thicker sheet of paper, so it can fly the best way. But if you have A4, you're gonna fold about an inch before you start folding. So you're gonna start out is by folding this edge to this edge, like this. Hopefully it's in the frame, because sometimes it's not in the frame. Sorry for the floor and everything, but yeah. Okay, so now you wanna open out, and you wanna fold about an inch, and an inch if you have A4, so should be about, or should be around right there. Make sure it's landing on the center line though. Just fold out like that. Okay, fold the triangle. So gonna grab here, just make sure it's in the frame. Like that. Same thing on this side. If I'm going too fast, just slow down. And at this point, isn't like it's a little bit complex. So I actually taught my dad how to fold this plane, and he said that it was kind of hard. So yeah. Okay, so now what you're going to do is fold down along these two edges here. Just make sure that it's in the frame. So you fold this down along here, and you want to make sure that it goes all the way to the corner. That's very important. Now I'm just using a folding stone, because it's a lot easier to fold the plane, and it makes the crease a little bit sharper too. So yeah, what we're going to do is create a squash fold by taking my fingers here and follow along here. I'm just gonna hold down here, and then fold this like that, hold it down, and then squash the layer down, and you're landing, and you're gonna land that point right on that point behind it, and just make sure it's on the center line like that. If you miss that, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. You can actually go ahead and fold the top edge here to the center, and then squash fold it from there, if that was too hard. So you fold it like that, and you unfold, and now you stick your finger inside here, and you push this over, and then it should just automatically just collapse on itself, just like that. Make sure that it's so smooth, like this. So that's just an easier step if you can't do that. So you can go ahead and do that. So So now you can flip that flap back over, so you have these two flaps now. What you're gonna do is you're gonna create a pedal fold. And if you don't know what that is, the pedal fold is what's gonna create this part. So it's kind of tricky to understand if you haven't done a pedal fold. So how we're gonna start is we're gonna turn the paper. I'm gonna turn the paper like this. Make sure it's in the frame, and we're gonna fold this edge here to the center. So you're gonna take this edge, hold it tight, and then hold that to the center. Just make sure it comes to that point. And mine was a little bit sloppy, but it's okay. It's okay. Just like that, and you unfold that, and you do the same thing on this side. So you fold this here. Make sure it comes to that point. As you see, mine was a little bit sloppy, but you wanna try your best. So now, as you see, we have these two here. If you can't see, I'm gonna just zoom in a little bit. You have, okay, so that's the furthest. So you have these 2 points here. As you see, from here to here. So what you're gonna do is fold from there to here. So you're gonna pull this point all the way down until the corners catch up. So you see a corner right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and fix this part. It was a little bit weird. Okay, yeah. So you want the corners to catch right there, and you land this in the center line. So just like that. So now we're gonna make the pedal fold happen. So how we do that is we just pull along this crease here. So I'm gonna take the top here, and I'm gonna fold along this crease. I'm just gonna pull it down, and while I pull it down, we want to fold it down so that, just make sure that it's in the camera. Yeah, it's in the camera. So you lay it down, and you want to fold along the creases here. So you see that you have a crease here and then a crease here. You want to collapse on those creases, so it goes all the way to the very top. Same thing on this side. Just like that. Make sure it's a nice point. Now if you couldn't really do that, then I'm sorry, you might need to re-wash that part, but I can kind of show you. So you have it like this. You pull the top up along here, and then you just flatten it down, and that's basically it. So okay, so now you can flip it over, and you want to fold this triangle down. Just like that, and you wanna open the pocket here. You see, you wanna fold the layer down. Oops. And if that happens, you just wanna flip it over and reposition the layer here. Sometimes it wants to kind of do that. Just like that. Now it's all fixed. So you do the same thing on this side. You open the pocket, pull this layer down along the end. just like that. And now you flip it over again, and you want to go ahead and fold the layer out from here, and it's going to continue all the way up to there. So I'm just going to hold down here, going to fold that over like this. Now I'm going to fold that edge to this edge. Just like this. And then you fold that in on itself again, and then you fold this. Then you do the same thing on this side. You open that up and you fold this to match the edge. This you fold it back over. Just like that. You can go ahead and fold the plate in half, just like this. And now to create the wings, it's kind of up to you, but you want it to be like so that you can move here and the back stays. So in order to do that, you want to have it in half, and you're just gonna fold this point down, and let's see, it catches right here. So what you're gonna do is fold from that point and fold all the way down to the nose. Gets kind of thick here. So fold down all the way to the nose. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact, but just get it to, yeah. Now you fold down here, and you can just want to continue this line. So you fold this down, or if you want, you can fold it a little bit like up, so it's like from here. And what you can do is find this point, and you want to try to land on this edge here. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of see, just kind of, yeah, it's about right there. Then I just crease out like this, and I flip it over, do the same thing while just matching this to the nose, going all the way up like this. And now we're just matching that corner to that corner. Should be very simple. If you can't do that, then click off this video. I'm just gonna crease the back, just like this. And like that. And while you hold it down, you want to fold some fins. These fins don't have to be super big. So what I do is I just fold it from that point, and so it hits that point. This line is going to be parallel to this edge. So while I do this, I'm just going to position it so it lands on that point and make it parallel, or yeah, just like that. Then you flip it over and you match that point right there. So now you can unfold the model to make sure everything is straight and everything. And there you go, guys. So that's it. I don't have a name for this plane. If you guys could help me out, like, I really don't know what to call it, and you know, if you guys could help me out on that, then I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, you don't need to add like too much up elevator. And the center of gravity is like here. As you see, if you flip it over, you have the egg part here, from here to there. That's kind of where the center of gravity is, so it's not like too far forward. So that means that, yeah, so you don't have to add too much. But if it's flying like down, then you might want to add just the slightest, just like this, like just like the slightest touch. And again, if it's like turning or doing this stuff, then you want to just roll here. So if it's flying and it's turning that way, and if you roll it that way, it will actually turn like the opposite. So you wanna just adjust it until, yeah, until it flies straight. So that's it. That's how you fold the S plane without the name. So yeah, just leave us a comment, and yeah, so that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.